Hello everybody, it's FarmSim Guy here, hope you're all doing well, back on Mercer County for the Realism series. So, had lots of great feedback over the last weeks or so about how I should be approaching this, and so I've decided to make just a few little tweaks to things. We are actually going to make a bit of a call here to unhitch the seeder just now. If we just jump into our map here, we had started to plant there, but actually when you look at the soil types, we've got to do a little bit of work. I'd like to spray this and get some lime down on this and get it sorted. So we've actually invested in a little bit more equipment, which we're going to go and get now. Now you will have maybe seen my YouTube short as well. I have implemented the Logitech shifter now into this gameplay. So with added realism for vehicles, I can now have a manual gearbox. Now I am trying to work out a way of getting this set up to demonstrate it so you can see it on camera. But there's me running in first gear now, changing down to second, into third. I hear the little bit of the squeak from the turbo there as well. Taking a little bit of time to build up speed again, but there we go. Only 8 miles an hour now. I've got a 6-speed sequential box. Come on, it's struggling. And there we go. Installed the engine. Pretty cool, eh? So, yeah, like I said, it's quite a fun little mod. It does have its limitations, but adding to that realism, like I said, I would like to get a camera set up so you can see me shifting in real time. But for now, I haven't had really time to do that, so we're going with what we've got. But it's good. I'm enjoying it. So what we're going to do here is we're going to pop the Mandeko back over at the yard, because I think this little tractor, well I say it's a little tractor, it's a 6 series, is going to be pulling our plough, because I bought a plough because I would like to get some of the ground a little bit more sorted just for this first planting season. So we're going to run up to the shop with this, but we've also bought a lime spreader. Because I'm really keen to make sure that we get enough lime in the ground and get some decent yield from our crops. So there we go. Now I am in 5th gear, as you can maybe just about make out, and down into 6th, and there we go, at full speed for on the road. So I like the fact I've got a manual box. There's something very authentic about that, and something I've never used before, so much so that I'm thinking about just putting it in some of my other series as well, because it's a really nice nice way of doing it. Now I don't have a clutch on my pedals at the moment, so it is, you know, it's like a semi-automatic box, if you will. But it's pretty common on tractors these days, sequential box. So I don't think that's too unrealistic. So we're going to head up here. We're going to pick up the plough, and we are going to get that over to one of the other fields and get that ploughed. So we'll do that first. We may leave it half done. I need to shift down gears now. Look at that, just coasting in. So there we go. Nice John Deere plough there. And next to it is our lime spreader. Now there's not much space left here, is there, to get through. Hopefully I'll be able to hitch up okay. In fact, I'm going to have to approach it from the other direction, aren't I? See how the tractor rolled there as well. Something quite cool about that. So, 2nd gear. Flip it into reverse. I'm going to have to approach it from the other direction, I think. So let's spin it around again. I tell you, with this series, you've got to think ahead. Got to think ahead. Okay. And we'll head forward again. Well, that's slow, that, only 3 miles an hour. Stick it into reverse. Now, a few people have said, a few comments from the last episode, don't like the fact that I'm using magic seeds that you can just come up with put any magic seeds into the seeder and it comes up with the crop that you want to plant. I do take that on board actually. It's something that I didn't really want to do either, but I had no option because I couldn't find the actual seeds that I wanted. Now you can buy individual seed bags, so I'm going to look at that and get those installed where I can. Enhanced vehicle mod has been removed altogether because it was having a bit of a clash with the vehicle control add-on, and I have to say I'm quite enjoying vehicle control add-on and the flexibility it's got. Takes a bit of time to set up. I have to say Diners Farms, by pure chance, has put out a load of videos over the last few weeks just showing how we can use the mod, so that's been super helpful. So there we go. Kick out back through the box. Full speed. Check behind that I've still got the plough attached. There it is. So we'll get this into the field down here. I don't even know which field I'm going to. There's so much to think about in this playthrough that you kind of like, what was I doing? What was I thinking? I'm trying to think so far ahead. But what we'll do, we'll get it down to the yard at least, and then we'll take a look at the PDA and decide what we're going to do. I might even run it in this small field here where we've tried to plant and had a few issues, and take it again from there. But I think probably these fields are alright. I need to get all of that seed unloaded as well. I'm going to change it back into first gear. Right, let's just park this here because I'm going to probably roll it straight out of the yard again as soon as I'm done. So let's quickly look at what we've got available to us here. So, what fields do we own and what needs ploughing? So field 3 needs ploughing, field 8 needs ploughing, and field 2. All 3 of those need ploughing. So I say we run along the road here and we jump into field 3. Now on top of that, we'll have a look at precision farming, see where we are. They're not uncovered either, so that's interesting. We probably need to get those uncovered as well. So we know they need ploughing, but at the same time we might run the sensor machine over them as well. We'll do that separately though. We'll just get a worker to do that for us. He can help us out with that. So we'll go and get the other tractor and we'll go and get the class sensor wherever it is. I think it's over here, and we'll take it from there. So we'll jump in the old John Deere here. Fire everything up. Love the engine noise on this. I'm sure it'd be possible to pull away in second gear in this, but just because it's new to us, the whole manual box, I'm just taking my time with it. Tip that over. That's what we're into here. There we go. So we are going to just run this in the field. Hang on a second now. Let me just put it into reverse. Trying to remember what to do is hilarious. Okay, there we go. Right, let's head over to the field. That grain dryer is noisy, isn't it? So we head along the edge of this rather large field here. We own this field up here to the right now, which is a rather big field as well. We're going to have some fun getting some big equipment in there later on. Pay attention to where I'm going as well. So we will get this scanned, because we want to get the soil data for this. So when we're spreading lime on it, we know how much to put on. So here we go. So we're just pulling the edge here. Like I said, I'm going to put a worker on this. Don't need to run this. So we'll get somebody else to do this for us, and then we'll head back and we will take a look at the plough. So there we go. Course set up. Saying it's 18 meters. but we will send our little employee off to do his thing, get that data collected for us, and we can properly make sure we get the yield right in that field with our crops. Right. I didn't ask somebody to come pick me up, so I've got a bit of a walk back to the farm. Right, here we are. We made it back. Now, before I jump in and start using that plough, I am going to fold this seeder up and tuck it away. I need this just out of the way from where we are at the moment, so we can work on... I disconnected it, didn't I? I unhooked it. There we go, hooked back up. Need the hydraulics back in. We're going to move this out of the way. Just so, I think I want to plough this field, and I'll show you why I want to plough this field. It doesn't need ploughing, but you'll see when I pull away in this tractor. Take the handbrake off. Look how bumpy it is. There you go, really bad there. So I think it needs a little bit of smoothing off. So we'll do that with the plough. So we'll tuck the seeder back in here. Just for now anyway, and then we'll come back and get it at a later date. But the lime spreader I have bought requires a particularly large amount of horsepower as well, so better unplug the hoses before I unhook it. Could be a disaster. So yes, the lime spreader I've bought uses a considerable amount of power as well. So what I might do is just go and get that now, and then we've got all the equipment available to us. We're going to have to head to the co-op as well and pick up some lime, because we don't have any supplies of lime back at the farm either. So we will head off with this, and then we will go and pick up our new spreader, which you've already seen because it was parked next to the plough at the shop, and we'll go and get it filled up. Slower tractors as well, only 24 miles an hour. I'm chuckling when I record this video, 17 minutes in at the moment, and you don't see all of the stuff as I'm prepping shots and things like that, but I've pretty much driven tractors about, and that is it. Nothing else. It's funny, isn't it? We cut so much out on a normal vid, but I'm trying to show you as much as I can here, all the trials and tribulations, like there not being enough space at the shop to get a tractor in front after they've delivered new equipment to us. So this will be fun, trying to get this hooked on, won't it? But we managed it with the plough. Oh, still going forward. There we go. Too fast. First gear, there we go. So I would say about there, looks good. Stop. Oh, see? Still in gear. Clattered into the back of my new toy. Don't even know if I'm close enough now. That was painful. That was painful. Right. Hydraulics in as well. So, this is what we've got. We've got the leader spreader in John Deere colours, the new leader, should I say, spreader in John Deere colours. I think it's pretty appropriate for our big 9320. So we need to now head to the co-op, which is just behind the shop, and get this filled up with some lime. It's going to cost us a pretty penny, but like I said, we don't own anything yet to be able to either A, hold any, or B, I could have bought big bags, but just due to the volume of this thing, it's quite a big spreader, I thought that was probably not the most efficient way of doing it. We would spend a lot of time loading up. So we're going to just run round to here, and there should be a lime fill point available to us. Sure, we'll pay a premium for the privilege, but needs must. So which one is which here? Is that first one lime? I can't tell. Fertilizer and lime, so yes, the first one there. Right. So let's roll under here. Hope it works. Okay, we are in space now. We should be able to just turn this on. There we go. Can't activate it from outside the tractor. Again, limitation of the game. I would like to have come over here and twisted the winch there, but that isn't an option for us. We have to trigger it from inside the cab. But now, is that full? It is 18 tons. It was charged us just a measly $408. I think I need to look at that. That seems like a very cheap load of lime. I'm not going to complain, but yeah, I might just look at the price of that. Right, let's get out of here. It's so slow firing up the tractor. Now this has got quite a large spread on it actually. Don't even know exactly what it is. I'll need to check the shop again before we set up a GPS course. But it has got quite a large spread on it. Oh, stop sign. It's technically a stop, isn't it? I don't know if you can hear the clunk of the gearbox as I change it in the background when I'm talking, but you can hear me shifting through the gears. Like I said, I'll set up a camera in the future and we can have a look at it that way. There we go. Under load. There we go, nicely done. So we will head back now. A few decisions to make, but I think lime in field 3 and lime in field 8 are required, and ploughing in this first field here. So I'm going to run this over. I would expect our worker to have finished scanning that field relatively quickly. I don't know how much further he's got to go. Obviously we've got to wait for the samples to come back from the lab as well. So we'll wait for that to happen, and then we will we'll work out the best plan of attack. I haven't even decided what crops I'm going to put in them yet, so decisions to make. Okay, I think what we'll do, just while we wait for that second field to have been sampled and tested, is we will run our first bit of lime in here. Because all of these fields, we know all these fields are going to need doing, so we might as well start here. So hopefully we'll not get through it too quickly. I am going to adjust the rate, I think, a little bit. Bring it down. Oh, look at me, I'm stalling. Nearly stalled then, as I rolled onto the soft ground. Okay, let's see how we go here. I'm a little bit low on the horsepower actually. So, let's turn our GPS on. Start over on this side, shall we? Again, probably a little bit overkill in this smaller field, but it is what it is. We've got this available to us, so we'll use it. Let's align with the centre of the field. There we go. Oh, it stalled it again. Right, let's fire it up. Okay, I've got myself into position, and I hit the B button to turn on the spreader, and I have got nothing. Nothing at all. So I'm a little bit confused as to why that is. As with everything in this series, nothing seems to really want to go to plan. The only thing I can assume, which I might try, and I might upgrade the engine now, is we don't have enough horsepower to run it. That's just dawned on me. That might be the issue. So what we'll do, I'm just going to run this back to the shop, and I might just, and again, it's not super authentic, I get that, but let's assume we can tune the engine in our shop. We've got that kind of equipment available to us. So let's pop it into the shop and put a slightly bigger engine in it, because I wonder if the horsepower, there isn't enough horsepower to run it. We'll see though. That might not be it at all, but actually having a little bit more grunt in this engine could be good. So once again you are seeing warts and all when it doesn't go right. So customize here. Oh, it resets everything, I forget that. So I want... Let's change the tyres, shall we? Let's take a bit of weight off the tyres. GPS is on, so the engine setup, 375, 425. Let's try that. That's a lot of, that's a more chunky engine. Everything else is as it was. So it's cost us a little bit of money, but it might make a difference. We shall see. It's also very possible that it won't make a difference at all, and there is just a bug with that mod. Now I've used those before, so I don't know why it's decided it doesn't want to work. I want to make sure this works. If this works, that'll be great. If not, we might need to look at investing in a different tractor, or doing a trial, and we could maybe lease a tractor from the local dealer who could help us. Right. Here we go. If this works, I am very pleased that I've managed to work it out. However, I'm not confident. Nope, I still have nothing working. I can't see any reason why it wouldn't work. Tractor's unfolded, that's nothing to do with it. No, I am at a loss, folks. I am at a loss. Right. I see the other tractor is finished in the other field. Let me detach this. Anyway, let's get that detached and that switched off. We will move this out of the way again. Oh, not in gear. Now, I know that the little 6R across the road that's attached to the plough does not have enough horsepower to run that lime spreader, but I'm just wondering if I detach it. I just want to see if that spreader works. If it's a spreader glitch, is it a mod glitch, or is it that tractor glitch? I know I'm doing trial and error in a vid. You know, sometimes I do this behind the scenes, but actually today, as with this series, I think I've made a commitment to saying that I will always show you the trials and tribulations, because this is so much harder than just normal gameplay, just hitting buttons, trying to work out why stuff doesn't work. I mean, we all know that mod conflicts are a bit annoying, but may just laugh at us here. We could be able, I mean, I should be able to turn it on, but I can't expect myself to ever be able to tow it anywhere. So let's see how we go. 1, 2. Right. Look how deep that front wheel's sinking into the ground. Here we go. Nothing. I've used these before and they've worked. Why are they not working now? Fold and unfold the tractor has nothing to do with it. That's what it says. Turn on. Try my side panel as well, just in case I'm not doing it right. Nope. I've got nothing, guys, so we're going to have to leave this for a while and go and do something else. So once again, thwarted. Really not making much progress on this series, are we? At all. Right, we're going to hook the plough back up and hopefully get at least a little bit of field work done today. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, the turbo spool up then, that was cool, wasn't it? Oh, I'm going to stall it. Yeah. Right, let's try again. This is a 200 horsepower plough. I think... I'm confused. What's going on here? Yeah, engine power, full engine power being used there. I don't think this has got enough power to pull this. We might have to go back and get the 9320. I pulled it back from the shop, which was interesting. And now it's playing the hardball. Okay. Really drops the speed right down. We are on the limit of what this is capable of. Right, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to pull it to the side. And we're going to go in the other go and get the other tractor. Because this can't pull it. This is all of these realistic mods I've just added to the level of difficulty. So I'm just going to get it off the road for safety. There we go. I don't have the hydraulics hooked up. I don't think that should make a big difference. Right, let's run this back to the farm. We will get something done today. It's the last thing we do. Okay, here we are to the rescue. Let's get this hooked up and see how we go. Now, a little bit more on the shifter. I bought it for a bit of fun, actually, if I'm being honest. Conscious that FS22 is going to have a gearbox in it, and a few people have asked if it's compatible, which we know it is, so could be quite a nice addition to that as well. So definitely, if it's nice and works well, I'm looking forward to using it. But this, I have to say, as a mod, is really, really good. So, not this field, the next one, isn't it? Getting confused. I can see the tractor on the horizon there. So we'll head over there. Starting to get a little bit dusky, is it? Oh no, it's tinted windows in this tractor actually. I was like, it's very dark in here, but yeah. It's the tractor. So we are using Sim Dashboard as well, so I'm going to turn that on. You can see that working as well once we get into the field. Why are all his lights on? Maybe it is getting dark. There we go. Sim dash setup. We are going to leave it on the GPS screen for now, I think. But we'll get our course set up. I think I'm going to run down a long ways, but for starters, we'll get things sorted in the headlands. So we'll run down to the far end there, set up a course, and then we can rotate it through 90 degrees when we get to the headlands. So let's do it. We'll just rock up to the corner here. We'll get things unfolded. Let's check the width of the plough before we stick it in the ground. There we go. It's not the widest plough in the world. I thought it was a bigger one. Look at it get caught there. I'm genuinely concerned this is boring. Really am, guys. So please tell me if you find it really tedious, and I'll start to cut out some of this prep work and stuff. I'm about to flip this plough as well, aren't I? Look, it's getting all bent and twisted. My brand new plough is wrecked. I'm still not comfortable using create fields. I like the idea of it. I don't trust myself. I'll fold it up again there as well. Right. Trying to line things up a little bit for the GPS. Set my A point. There we go. Set my B point. There we go. And we'll just jump in, set the width on Sim Dash. You might be able to see the button I'm tapping. There we go. And then we can turn on guidance. And we are actually doing some work. I know it's been a long time coming, but we're actually doing some work. And there's the first clank of rocky fields as well. So of course there's something else that we need to consider once this field is ploughed, and that is coming to get the rocks out of it. There's another one. Could be a rocky field, this one. Okay, this feels good. This feels like we're onto something. Finally. Right, well I guess we'll see you back in a little while. So I just thought I'd jump out here and show you what's what. First thing to notice, we're squashing down these corn stalks where the tractor's been, which is interesting. I think that's a nice little touch. Rocky Fields is doing its thing, so we need to pick these up as well. I know I have got a rock box in the front here, but it's going to take not many of these, if it takes them at all. No, it's got no collision on it. That's a shame. Would have been nice if that worked, wouldn't it? Oh well. But we'll move that rock to the side of the road now. We've got it out of the way anyway. But yeah, we're going to have to come back and get those. But this is fun. This is working well. Just lower the plough down. We are in second gear. Back to neutral, back into second. Just as we pull away there. And there we go. Running along at 8 miles an hour, and I've just noticed actually, I'm not getting any anything through on my in some of my settings on my sim dashboard, but actually it's just dropped in there. Using quite a lot of fuel an hour. No def in this tractor because it's an old tractor. We're running at 7 miles an hour, due west, and we are ploughing. We're actually getting some proper work done. But I definitely would like to hear from you if you're finding this interesting still, or you've actually got pretty bored with it now. I wonder if we turn our lights on. Yeah, it's definitely getting a bit dark, isn't it? But no, if you're enjoying it, enjoying the pain and suffering, let me know. If you want me to cut some of that out and just go, no, show us the good bits, I can do that too. It'll definitely be a warts and all backstory to it. You'll know that by now. But definitely equally something I would consider doing as a live stream in the future. I think this kind of gameplay maybe even lends itself a bit better to live streaming than it does vids if we're leaving everything in. So again, would love to hear your views on that. Okay, now we're making some decent progress in here. Plowing away. You can hear the Rocky Fields mod clanging away. We are picking up a lot of rocks in this field. So we'll need to pick those up later on. Yeah, we've been suffering together now for quite a good wee while. I think this is going to be quite a long video already, so I don't want to overdo it. But we're finally moving. We're finally making some progress and actually working some fields. It is going to get a bit better as we get into the rhythm of things, but you know what? Things are taking longer, and I'm really enjoying that aspect of the series. Like I said earlier on, just the constant thinking is really, really good. It just kind of opens up a whole new avenue of fun. But there we go. We are ploughing. We're in cab. We've got our GPS running. Everything's going great. So from me for now, the FarmSim guy, thank you so much for watching. As always, it is incredibly appreciated, and I will see you all again very soon. Take care, and bye for now.